May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Sagar, you are from Delhi.
Yes, sir.
One of the problems that Delhi faces is pollution, which is now becoming an year-round thing. What are the basic causes of this pollution?
Sir, there are multiple causes for this pollution, and especially during the winter season, it is because of high pressure created in the Delhi region, because of which polluted air get trapped due to temperature inversion issue. And the contributor of pollutant in this region are first is vehicular emissions and stubble burning in the adjoining regions, which increases PM 2.5.
There was this initiative taken earlier by Delhi government of odd-even vehicles. Why was this abandoned?
So that was abandoned. That was not discarded. It comes under the graded action plan, and in a stepwise manner. It is in a very severe category. When pollution reaches to very severe category, then it is implemented.
Okay. What has been the role of the diesel generating sets in Delhi, and what measures have been taken to control it?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about
You are
this.
not aware. Okay. All right. Now, can you explain to me that security of data is very important for the government and corporations, but very often data breaches take place. What are the major causes of data breaches?
Sir, on part of citizens, there are some digital illiteracy which results into data breaches, and on the part of government, there are lack of digital infrastructure which can secure the data.
Will localization of data help in preventing such data breaches?
Sir, it matters on the what kind of security is provided by the data managers. Merely localization of data will not help in controlling the data breaches.
What is the basic aim of foreign policy, any country's foreign policy?
Sir, the basic aim is first is economic growth with the help of trade. Second is to increase the soft power and hard power in the region, and third is to be a net security provider in the region as far as possible.
What is soft power?
So soft power is the power exerted through the other means than government, such as like cultural means, for example, Bollywood movies in other countries, and people-to-people interactions.
Like we have been, you can say that we have been using our influence, cultural influence, and our brotherly relations with our neighboring countries. And China has basically been using hard power mostly in terms of their economic power. So if you take an example like Nepal, so how would you say that the soft power has been more effective as compared to hard power?
So hard power especially goes through the way of militarization, putting pressure on other governments. Whereas soft power, it is accepted by the citizens at large, and it is kind of assimilation of cultures which other people adopt. So soft power is more sustainable as compared to putting hard power on someone, because hard power will eventually meet a resistance in a long term.
Our External Affairs Minister was recently in Nepal. Can you tell me why he was there in Nepal?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Okay. Now, in 2 sentences, if you can tell me, what are the 2 major problems in terms of foreign policy that India is facing now?
Sir, the first is to counter the Chinese influence in the Indian Ocean region and Indo-Pacific region. And second is we have a trade deficit. And in economic terms, we have trade deficit with the countries, which is one of the issue.
Okay, Sagar, you have represented school in cricket. Why did you carry it in your college also?
Sir, during first year, I got engaged in preparing for civil services. That's why I have a very limited time to pursue my hobbies.
So from the first year onwards, you have started preparing for civil services.
Yes, sir.
Now, you say that your hobby is reading self-help books. Which book have you read lately?
Sir, I have read Psycho-Cybernetics.
Psycho?
Psycho-Cybernetics by William
Okay.
Holtz.
Okay. And what does it say? What is the main theme of that?
Sir, the main theme is to how you create your self-image and how that self-image motivates you and expands your horizon and your abilities, how you see yourself and improve that in a through your certain habits.
What is the difference between self-esteem and self-image?
Sorry, sir, I am not able to technically figure out the difference between two.
No, there is nothing technical about it. Anyway, please find out, right?
Sure, sir.
Okay. You appeared in National Defence Academy in 2016 and you cleared your exam and you went for the SSB.
Yes, sir.
You did pass in that.
No, sir.
What could be the reason? You got rejected in the this thing screening itself, or you went through the complete course?
Sir, I was rejected in the screening itself.
What do you think was the reason?
Sir, I think there are other candidates are better suitable than me. That will be the reason.
So where did you lack in that?
Sir, as far as I can remember, I will be lacking in some preparation that is required before going there.
So preparation was that in SSB you have PPDT, right? So what do you think how did you perform in PPDT?
Sir, from my point of view, I was performing good, but from their assessment point of view, I was not able to reach that benchmark which is required for it.
Central Armed Police, you got selected. You didn't join.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because, sir, I was too much dedicated for the civil services, and if I will join that, then I will get a very little amount of time during my training to prepare for civil services.
Okay, so you didn't wanted to put on the uniform.
No, sir.
Is that the reason?
No, sir. This is not the reason.
Achha, okay. Now, you have opted for IAS as the first choice. So after say 25-30 years, now or imagine yourself to be Defense Secretary, right? What advice will you give to your Defense Minister regarding Pakistan? There has been terrorist attack. He calls you and he asks you, what should we do? What will you tell him?
Sir, as a Defense Secretary, I must ensure the proper stopping of infiltration done by the terrorists coming from the Pakistani side, and to go.
That is already being done.
And to go with the hard hand on the terrorists which are there in the valley.
Don't you think it is already being done? What is a new thing which you are telling?
Sir, this is in the process.
This is already being done. What is something new which you will tell that what Defense Minister should do to make sure that these type of incidents, they don't take place in future?
Sir, as a Defense Minister, we can have a plan so that de-radicalization of the youth present in the state can be taken place, and by motivating them for opting for defense services as a career will be a good thing to go for it.
Last question. How many traffic lights are there in Delhi?
Sir, traffic lights are the 3 only. Right.
How many number of traffic lights in Delhi?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about it.
Sagar, will you agree to this that in human life we continuously are making decisions?
Sir, can you repeat your question?
In human life, we continuously are making decisions?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Why you made a decision to wear a pink shirt today?
Sir, I think this is better suited on a navy blue suit, so I just carried it. I have also tried the white shirt, but it didn't go well.
What message pink color gives?
Sir, there is no any particular message which pink color should give.
Okay, fine. You read newspapers?
Yes, sir.
What is the headline for today?
Sir, I haven't to go through today's newspaper.
Some important decision has to be given by Maharashtra Assembly Speaker today. Are you aware of it?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Do you agree that clemency powers of governor are open to judicial review?
Yes, sir, they are open to judicial review. if
Something
there
has
is-
happened recently?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about it.
You are not reading newspapers in last 1 week also?
Sir, I was just going in haphazard manners. I was not able to
Haphazard?
being not
What is
able-
the reason for going for haphazard? In life also you will go haphazard only? Why you should be selected then?
But sir, I took time to get into touch with the current events with the help of my phone also.
Okay. Define electronics.
Electronics is combined with the two words electrical and mechanics, and it is about the motion of electrons in a medium.
Electrical and mechanics.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How it is different from electrical?
Sir, there is a difference between the medium in electronics. The medium is air and vacuum, whereas in case of electrical, the medium through which electron passes is metals.
Will you tell us something about semiconductors?
Semiconductors are the metals which have conductivity between of range between insulators and conductors.
Name any semiconductor that has been recently discovered having semiconductivity property.
Sir,
What is semiconductivity? What is it?
it
Not conductor, not an insulator. What is it?
Sir, it doesn't follow the Ohm's law, and the relationship between the voltage and current is exponential in nature.
What are non-tariff barriers?
Non-tariff barriers are the barriers opposed in terms of other than taxes by
Name?
a country. For example, phytosanitary measures.
That's all. With UK, what is our challenge when we are entering in some sort of FTA with UK? What is the major challenge? Are you aware of it?
Sir, I can't recall it properly, but one of the major challenge was environmental concerns, and second is the carbon tax, which is European Union going to apply from 2025.
That's all.
Sir,
Where they will be benefited? What is wine industry? Are you aware?
it will have an impact on cement industry as
Cement
iron
industry.
and steel industry. Sorry, sir.
Iron industry.
Yes, sir.
Not on wine.
Sir, I am not aware about it.
You're not aware. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi you are aware of?
Yes, sir.
Whether he is having any relevance today?
Yes, sir.
Tell us.
Sir, his relevance of uplifting of downtrodden people is the basis on which our government and all its institutions work. This is the main relevance of his in this era. Second, on a personal level, the achievement of Swaraj is which one should go for in life.
Swaraj.
Yes, sir.
We still are not having Swaraj.
Sir, at individual level, the
So
control
what is Swaraj at individual level?
to control over yourself, your
To
emotion,
control over
yourself.
yourself.
Yes, sir.
That is Swaraj.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last question. Do you think time has come that we should end American dominance in the global arena?
Sir, in my point of view, the time has come for a multilateral engagement at the global era, and in this process, there should be decrease in American dominance.
They should be decreased. But China will surface. How will you handle that?
So, through multilateral institutions, we can counter any particular country which is exerting its dominance. And as far as India is concerned, it is being a voice of global South to make global institutions more inclusive.
Fine.
Sagar, you spoke about the multilateral institutions, and the Honorable Sir asked you about the Chinese dominance. I have a question for you. If China decides to attack Taiwan, Would it be right for India to send its troops to Taiwan?
Sir, in my point of view, the first responder will be USA, and India does.
What's your take that should India be sending its troops to Taiwan?
No, sir.
Any specific reason for that?
Sir, we don't have any treaty or obligation to send our troops to that area, so I don't
But
think
if
so.
we don't have the treaty, do we? It is not a moral ground for us to go and help the Taiwanese against the Chinese aggression?
Sir, if UN decides to go with we should align our interaction in our action with the help with the framework of what multilateral institution go with.
Like which multilateral institutions?
For example, economic sections we can impose.
You spoke about multilateral institutions. Which specific institution are you
The
mentioning?
specific is UN, sir.
But by the time UN will intervene, the destruction in Taiwan would be disastrous. So should we wait for that?
But sir, as far as India is concerned, we don't have that liberty to send our troops on a foreign nation. We have to ensure our security only. And in a democracy like India, we don't have that much surplus amount of resources to go with go on the foreign land to find with someone else.
Okay. Sagar, I had got a call yesterday from one of my friends from Srinagar. He was telling me that Srinagar this year has been unusually dry. There's not been enough snowfall there. Can you tell me the reasons for that? You are a geography student.
Yes, sir.
What could be the reasons for that?
Sir, I'm not aware about it.
Have you heard about El Nino and La Nina?
Yes, sir.
Can you explain the difference between the two?
Sir, El Nino is unusual warming of Indian Ocean from the current which flows from the current which flows through Pacific Ocean, and it comes to Indian Ocean, which make it warm, and due to this the pressure gradient between Indian subcontinent and the Indian
So
Ocean.
which is more conducive to India's interest, El Nino or La Nino?
La Nina will be good, sir.
So presently, what is the phase going on? It is the El Nino or the La Nina?
It is the La Nina for the third consecutive year.
So if I were to take that it is La Nina, then it should be greater amount of rainfall and greater amount of snowfall in India. But that's not happening.
So
Coming back to the same question I asked initially. But snowfall this year has not been there. What could be the reason?
So I am not aware about it.
You mentioned a concept of hard power. Are you aware what smart power is?
No, sir.
Okay. You also mentioned about reading certain self-help books. Have you heard the name Stephen R. Covey?
No, sir.
About the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People?
Yes, sir. This book I am planning to read this book in future, but I haven't known about the author.
Final question for you. Recently, there was an issue with respect to the Aligarh Muslim University. There's a hearing going on in the court. Can you elaborate on the issue? What the exactly issue is?
Sir, I think that was about protesting in support of Palestine.
No, that was not in relation to that. I would recommend you study that.
Sure, sir.
Thank you. So please.
Sagar, what is the present status of Delhi? Is it a state? Is it a UT? There's an ongoing tussle between the elected government and the lieutenant governor appointed by the central government. So what is the present status as per you?
The present status is Delhi is a union territory with some special powers, and it has a legislature of its own.
That is on paper.
Yes.
But what is actually the scenario? Did you read about Article 239AA of the Constitution?
Yes, sir.
What does it say?
So it says that Delhi is governed by lieutenant governor with the help of CM and state legislature of NCT of Delhi.
So was there a judgment of Supreme Court relating to this?
Yes,
And what does it say?
Sir, it tried to maintain a balance between lieutenant governor and elected CM of Delhi, and it said that every matter should not be read as any matter, and lieutenant governor should restrain itself from interfering in daily judgment of administrative working of Delhi government.
So what was the main point in the judgment? What did it say?
That elected government has an upper hand as compared to lieutenant governor.
Okay. So what is the meaning of this NCR region? Is it an administrative concept? What is it actually?
So this region is comprises of New Delhi and its surrounding district of Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, such as Ghaziabad, Noida, Faridabad, Sonipat, and it is an administrative region used for planning.
For planning?
Yes, sir.
That is the only purpose.
Sir,
Any other benefit of categorizing a area into NCR?
this is only I can remember, sir.
Okay. So what are your views about collegium system of appointing judges? Do you agree it's a foolproof, it's a best system that we have available today, or does it need some improvement? Is it lacking somewhere?
Sir, collegium system is kind of not transparent system, and it requires some executive interference in appointment of judges so that it can balance out the dominance of judges and to correct the uncle judges syndrome. There is a need for interfering of executives in appointment processes of judges.
But we had a good first aid experience in the emergency when executive was the primarily appointing judges. So do you think again we should go back to executive in appointment of judges?
Sir, misuse of power can happen in any organ of the state, and as far as you pointed out during emergency, that was not because of interference, that was not because of the system was issue in system, but because there was some politically motivated factors, and we have to plug in the loopholes, and implementation should be good.
But how to make it better? What can be done as per you?
To ensure a balance between judicial members and executive members in the committee which appoints the judges.
So then government brought up a concept called NJAC. So what do you think about that concept?
So in my point of view, that was a good step towards ensuring transparency.
But why was it struck down then?
It was struck down by Supreme Court in a provisions of DPSP to ensure separation of power.
DPSP?
Yes, sir.
When was Delhi made the capital of India?
1911, sir.
1911. Okay. Next question would be, can you tell me briefly about Prakash Singh case?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Okay. If you have to recommend somebody as a younger guy, would you recommend him love marriage or arranged marriage?
Sir, in my point of view, love marriage is better as compared to arranged marriage.
Why is it better?
Because there is more equality and more compatibility between the persons, and two persons who have to live their life together are the one who take decisions, not the family and other members who will not have a say in future.
So family should not have a say.
Family should have a say, but sir, the main decision role should be of the partners.
Okay. My last question would be, is there something wrong with the telecommunication policy? Because right now we see only big players are like Jio and Airtel basically. Other, we see Vodafone are in huge debt they have to pay. So what is the fiasco here?
Sir, this is because of the increasing AGR dues on companies which forced them to merger in one, like Vodafone and Idea. And in my point of view, as far as we move ahead in terms of technology, for example 5G and 6G, it requires a lot of investment, and that can be handled by a big player only. But there should not be monopoly or duopoly in the system, and other companies, new companies should be encouraged to participate in it.
Does it has to do with the definition of AGR also?
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate?
Sir, there was a issue with the definition of AGR that the government insisted on in calculating non-tariff revenue as well in scope of AGR, whereas companies were saying that AGR should be on tariff only. May I come in, sir?
Yeah, come in. Please take it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you have done all right, but the board has a few suggestions for you. First is that when you sit down, then if you feel comfortable, you can open your button.
वो मैंने open किया था, sir.
हाँ, when you walk in, it's okay, but when you are sitting down, you can quickly open the button. But if you feel comfortable with the button tied up, it's fine. Second is the tie should be a little pulled up.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can think about the choice of color that you would wear.
Shirt.
Shirt. For the shirt. Like a lighter color. So with this suit, white or cream would go very well with this color suit. So you can think about that.
Sure, sir.
And you need to raise your voice a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. And when you are answering questions, show confidence in yourself that you are saying something not tentatively but with confidence. So that applies to perhaps all the questions. Most questions will be based on your DAF, your subject and your optional. So your subject and your optional, you have already given the exams, so there will not be very many questions, but you should be aware of the basic concepts and some and should not make should not say something which is amiss relating to major things like El Nino or La Nino or monsoons or something that affects weather in India. So that is something that you need to brush up. Current affairs, you have to do it regularly. You are in the second phase, I think.
Yes, sir.
So you still have time. Which newspaper are you reading?
Indian Express.
Indian Express. It has an Express Explained also. So read that and try to read the newspaper, all items of interest every day. And if there is something which you think is important, you can even note down separately in a notebook or something.
Sure, sir.
In some cases where the current issue relates to your subject or your optional, then you should study some background to that so that you can understand what is happening and how to frame your answer. And there's no harm in sometimes taking a few seconds to answer the question. So that you can do. Otherwise, you are doing well at any point. Okay.
Thank you, sir.